Good evening, friends. My name is Mahtab Alam and my register number is GR15CS357. Today, I'm going to explain the fifth experiment of compiler design line, that is simulation of DFA. In this experiment, if you give any string, that should be so as that string is accepted as DFA and a not. First, I'll show you the question. Based on that question, I made that program. Let's see. Move to the question. That is. Here you can see the description. In theory of computation, a branch of theoretical computer science, a deterministic finite automata, also known as deterministic finite state machine, is a finite state machine that rejects finite strings of symbols and only produces a unique computation or run of the automation of each string. In DFA, there is 5 tuples. That is, this thing you consider a finite state of symbols called alphabet, a transition function, initial or start state, or state of accept state. Actually, in DFA there is thing. If you give any input like ABC, it will match the correct. It will this is their destination or not, like this. If you give any string B, then it will, you can see that B, A, B. It will is that is final state. Same thing will show using the program. Here input string is ABB and output will be yes. So let's move to the program. Here you can see that actually I did this function in this program in Python. I import. This is a library of Python program for importing system. Let's leave it. I added a function transaction. This is a list. You can see that this is a matrix which is in list. I created a matrix for each transition. The input will move from one to another. Input I'll ask the user to enter the input a list input. It will the given input will come into the list, and after that we will run a for loop for checking the starting point of input and ending point of input. And it will start the function if the final state will be 3, then a transaction input final start I. This function will run on this matrix. After that this is for rejected. If the input is not met, this function will run. After that, if the input will match, this function will run. This is I add another function for accept. This function is for rejection, this function for accepted. I mean, here you can see the def transaction for accepting that state, that is transition input final state I, that is starting point. For generate, that is for the string, it will run from first to last for checking that string. And this is from I check for each possibility, move further on if the non hypothetical state. Last state is read and current state lies in the state of final state. Consider less. So the output Python enter the string ABBA. It is saying rejected, but because this thing is not able to match, you can see that here. If I am giving ABBA, okay, ABBA, there is nothing, so it is come again, so it is rejecting, because here you can see that first is A, then it will go to next state, then B, again it will go to next state B, then again A, but it will not reach the final state, it will go to the trap state. Now I'm going to again check for another string, that is Python ABB. This thing is accepted because you can see it here. If I give the input as ABB, and it will come to final state. I'll again check for another input, that is ABB BA. Rejected because you can see it here. Sorry, because you can see it. If you give BA, there is from A we can't go anywhere, so it will go to trap state. So this thing rejected. Again I will check for another input for like BAB. Again this thing rejected because after going to A, again it will not able to come to the another state because it will go to trap state. Thank you.